Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Hey, man. You drive without insurance? Of course not. Because if something happens, you want to be protected. So why are you on the internet without insurance? 39 million people last year were victims of identity theft. Go to aura.com/runitback. Sign up for a 14-day free trial. And see how many times Aura finds your information on the dark web in just 14 days. Don't be a victim of identity theft. Protect yourself. Aura.com/runitback, man. Let's get into it. If I make this one-handed, you got to hit the like button. Let's go. And subscribe. And hit the notification bell. Breaking news. James Harden is expected to pick up his $47 million player option with the Philadelphia 76ers for this upcoming season. This is interesting for a couple of reasons. First of all, when the season first ended, I'm on record several times saying I don't see James Harden taking less money here. And plenty of people were, he has to. And I was like, listen, I've seen plenty of examples of this guy's lifestyle and how he likes to live. You know, celebrity status, nightclubs, strip clubs, rapper friends, South Beach, on and on and on. Cars, clothes, Versace, whatever else. Big, weird boots, Kanye West looking outfits. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Kuzma looking outfits, Russell Westbrook looking outfits. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. He likes his money. And then as we got closer to the offseason, closer to the NBA draft, I started to tell myself that he can't sign this. He can't take this $47 million player option because that's going to cap out the Sixers. And also, if he does take this $47 million player option, he would be gambling on himself, making it so that he would absolutely have to have a stellar season this upcoming season to have anyone be willing to offer him a 5-year supermax after that player option. Well, guess what? James Harden has found a way to do both of those things. And I don't really know if this is good or bad yet. We're going to find out. But basically, James Harden has come to an agreement with the Philadelphia 76ers to pick up the $47 million player option and simultaneously sign a 2-year extension. So, come on, bro, I'm making a YouTube video. So, Daryl Morey and the Sixers were like, listen, bro, we don't know if you're good enough. We don't know if you got enough left in the tank to pay you for 5 years. Straight up, we have no idea. So take less money over the course of a couple years. We'll give you a longer contract. He was like, nah, bro, I'm taking the $47 million. I'll sign a short contract just in case I suck. I mean, that's really like the realistic. That's really like what I'm getting out of it. He said, okay, you guys don't believe I'm good for 5 years. You don't know I'm good for 5 years. You're skeptical I'm good for 5 years. I'll sign 2 years just in case I suck. But I'm still getting my $47 million. Win-win for James Harden and a win-win for the Philadelphia 76ers moving forward if he looks like he looked in the playoffs this past season. All right, if you're putting up no field goal attempts in the second half of a pivotal playoff game, we can say, bye, James, or we can trade you on the last year of that 2-year contract, whatever we want to do. So I do think it is the best option moving forward for both parties, the Sixers and James Harden. All right. But I went through the salary cap a couple of weeks ago in detail on paper. I don't remember all the numbers off the top of my head, but I do know this. We're already in the damn luxury tax threshold with this roster. $9 million over the cap, etc. Okay, there's ways you can sign veteran minimums, and that's basically about it. But with James Harden picking up this $47 million option, we are way over the salary cap, We are way into the luxury tax threshold. And that tells me a couple of things. That tells me the Sixers have no money to sign any mid-level veterans that are worth more than a veteran minimum, right? But here's what it tells me. Before the NBA draft, Tobias Harris will be traded. 100% certain. With James Harden picking up this $47 million option, there is no possible way that Daryl Morey is not trading Tobias Harris. It absolutely has to be done. For you to improve, first of all, he's trying to get a third star, okay? That's already been out there with Daryl Morey. He's going to make a big splash for a third star. Here we go, whatever. Not only that, for you to be able to have any type of veterans off the bench, any type of Morris Twin or Patrick Beverly or Will Barton or anybody like that, you're going to need some money to spend. And so if you want to come back next season with Cork Maz and Shake Milton coming off your bench and George Niang and have one of the worst, most unathletic, just lackluster benches in the NBA, then maybe you don't trade Tobias Harris. But Daryl Morey, he wants to improve this roster. Step number one was for him to have James Harden sign on the dotted line so he knows he at least has a second star. We don't know yet. But it just tells me that Tobias Harris is 99.9% out the door because of his contract, simply because of his contract. So you're going to see Tobias Harris be traded before the trade deadline. I would not be shocked at all if you see Matisse Thybulle be traded before the trade deadline. If Shake Milton has any value whatsoever, yeah, they signed him. They picked up his $2 million player option, team option. And I don't know if he's eligible to be traded after that. I don't know that. But I'm just saying, a lot of things are going to happen before the draft. And James Harden signing this $47 million player option makes that even more so. Makes me even more sure that major moves are about to happen literally next week. Now, whether it's Tobias Harris and the 23rd pick, whether it's Tobias Harris solo and Matisse Thybulle attached to the 23rd pick, something's going to happen with Tobias Harris, something's going to happen with Matisse Thybulle, and something's going to happen with that 23rd pick. Because Daryl Morey is not in a rebuild mode. He's not in a draft a 19-year-old player again. Cough, cough, Jaden Springer, who could also be traded. Isaiah Joe, Charles Bassey, any of these guys. You might see a lot of players packaged for something else. I don't know yet, but something's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, and James Harden picking up this option makes me even more sure of that, because now you have to make moves if you want to have any money to spend. So there it is. There's the breaking news. Run it back, nation. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Don't be a victim of identity theft. Go to aura.com/runitback. Sign up for a 14-day free trial. See how many times they find your information on the dark web. Run it back. Nation. Peace.